All right, this season, I know you've had just a couple practices, although I know you also had the Bahamas trip earlier. Have you gotten a feel yet for this group?
Not completely. I mean, I think it's going to be a great group to coach. We got to get some of the big guys, one or two or three of them, to step up and say, I'm going to be a big-time player. And that's what I'm looking for more than anything, and we haven't had that happen yet. And everybody's doing fine, but I'm talking about be willing to take that extra step. It's danger territory. You could be blamed if we don't win. But you got to be tough enough to step up and say that I can do these things.
One guy who stepped up was obviously Marcus last year. You have a lot of point guards on your team. How do you see that rotation working and him fitting in?
Haven't even thought about it. You know, if a guy beats out Marcus, I'm going to be pretty happy because he must be really a player. You know, you were around Jones his freshman year. I kept telling everybody, you guys just have no idea what you're talking about. He's going to be something else. And last year was really a great performance all year long, and it's hard to say that you hope you get that same kind of improvement from sophomore to junior as there was from freshman to sophomore. But I think he's going to be a better player and work with his body. He's added a few more pounds. There's no question that probably not as much as we'd like. But Marcus is going to play. When the game is in doubt, he will have the ball as a point guard. And so he's going to be our point guard. It's just that we have some other guys out there running around that can handle the ball pretty well also, and so they'll have it some too.
A lot of excitement about Justin Jackson. He showed that he can score. What do you think he can add to your team?
Well, he's one of those guys, the ball always seems to be able to find his hand, and oh yeah, there's the basket. I guess I'll go ahead and lay this thing up. But he missed his first shot at late night during the scrimmage and made the next 7 or 8 in a row kind of thing. But he does have an ability to score, which we need. And I think he's going to be a very good three-point shooter for us, even though he's not as aggressively looking for the three-point shot as much as I'd probably like for him to.
Isaiah Hicks and Brice Johnson, both guys that clearly have a ton of potential. Are they kind of in that mix when you're talking about the big guys you'd like to see?
They got to step forward. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to put all the blame or responsibility on anybody because it's all of us, but I need those guys to step forward and say, hey, I can do this. And they need to do it every day in practice, and then it's a heck of a lot easier to do on game night.
You guys have certainly not had poor seasons the last 2 years, but not up to what you are used to doing and Carolina's used to doing. What do you think can make the difference this year compared to the last couple seasons?
Well, you know, the last 2 years won 24 and 25, and that's about what Carolina's always done. But we've had, and you guys will know this better than me, I'm guessing here, 18 Final Fours in 110 years. So, you know, it's what we did there in one stretch was just off the charts. But we want to get back to that. There's no question about that. And if a couple of guys come through for us this year and make that step forward, and we get lucky on a couple of the bounces, you know, we might be able to do some good things.